Morning everyone, our team is investigating in the environmental activities of the Hong Kong International Airport, the HKIA. I am Leo Tam, and my teammates Danny Cho, Hugo Lau, and Toby Zhang. The HKIA is operated and managed by two organizations, the government-owned Hong Kong Airport Authority, HKAA, and the Civil Aviation Department, CAD. Their responsibilities can be roughly divided into land and air. The HKAA is responsible for the land part, while the CAD is responsible for the air part. These two organizations are both responsible for the environmental CSRs of the HKIA. Let's take a look in the CSR. The terms sustainability and environmentally friendly have been on the table recently. The HKIA is one of the companies which have shown serious concerns for the environmental CSR. In the HKIA sustainability reports, we can see the efforts the HKIA put and the respective results in mainly 5 aspects. They are water, food, energy, and noise, and the recently emerged construction of the free runway system. They will be discussed in the following part of this video.
There are more than 20 restaurant outlets and lounges operating at the Hong Kong International Airport. Ranging from small coffee shop to large fast food chain, tons of food waste are produced. So what is food waste? Food waste is the part of food that remains uneaten or discarded during course of production, processing, and consumption of food. Examples included fruit peels, coffee beans, and leftovers. So why is it so important to reduce the amount of food waste produced? According to the report from the Food and Agriculture Organization, food waste accounts for 30% of the emission of greenhouse gas, 70% of the water consumption, 25% of the Earth's surface, and 80% of deforestation. Therefore, recycling food waste can definitely help build a better living environment for us. In 2013, HKAA started the food waste recycling program and has recycled over 4,000 tons of food waste. Not only within the airport, but the program is also extended to the partners of HKAA, such as the Asia World Expo and Cathay Pacific Catering Services. Food waste collected is being composted to soil conditioner for the landscaping of the entire airport island. Some of the surplus food is even turned into edible meal for the underprivileged on Lantau Islands with the help of the local NGO Food Angel. Other than food waste, used cooking oil is also collected and processed to become the B5 biodiesel oil for vehicles on the airport island. This kind of oil is reported to be more eco-friendly, reducing the amount of dark smoke emission by 50% with no efficiency downgrade. The food program may look perfect in some way, but the HKAA can do better by expanding the program with more partners, such as the Marriott Hotel on the airport island. In Los Angeles International Airport, food waste is converted into methane gas. It is used for electricity generation when the methane gas is being combusted. HKAA can follow the practice and generate electricity with food waste.
Recycle is one of the R in the 3 Rs, and water is also one of the major natural resources in the earth. Bringing them together, the HKIA implement the total water management with their slogan, "We strive to maximize the use of every drops of water." The triple water system, TWS, is their main strategy in total water management, Triple water here represents the use of fresh water, seawater, and wastewater. Fresh water is mainly used for drinking purpose, cooking, and firefighting. They must use fresh water for the sake of safety and quality, in spite of the advanced grey-water treatment technology. And seawater is mainly used for air conditioning and toilet flushing. The deep cold seawater is pumped out of the sea and acts as a coolant in the air conditioning system of the airport. The wastewater treatment plant, constructed by the HKIA in 1998, collects wastewater from air operation and transfers the grey water to recycling water. The recycling water is used for the landscape irrigation and system cleaning. According to the HKIA, the TWS helps reduce the freshwater demand by 50% each year. And the wastewater treatment plant even handles and recycles around 6,000 cubic centimeter grey water per day. As a side note, if one day the HKIA decides to use only fresh water, the demand of fresh water will increase by 11,300%, 113 times the current demand, thanks to the whole system. However, the relevant costs of such an advanced triple water system is quite high, especially for the first-time investment. The supervision and technologies could also be costly sometimes. With such a demanding system, the other aspects of environmental CSR may be blurred if the HKIA fails to balance the allocation of resources.
Noise pollution means there is excessive noise that may disturb the activity of human and animal life. The engine noise of the aircrafts is a typical example. The Hong Kong International Airport has been using the aircraft noise and flight check monitoring system to collect the noise data along the pathways. There are 16 monitoring terminals located in different districts. This system can closely monitor if the aircrafts would create disturbance to residents along the pathways. There's also a special arrangement of takeoffs and landings at night time. From 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., aircrafts would be directed to approach from the southwest so as to reduce disturbance to residential areas. For departures, aircrafts would take off to the northwest and would have to make a turn near Lemma Island to avoid flying over Kowloon. However, this special arrangement may lead to a longer flying route and hence increasing the fuel consumption. From the figures of the Civil Aviation Department, the complaints per 1,000 flights has been kept at a low level. However, the complaints in Tsuen Wan district were significantly higher than the other areas. This reflects that the noise control may not be effectively adopted in all locations. Apart from setting up monitoring system in the selected areas, there can actually be more site visits to those areas with more complaints. The system may only be able to measure at a particular position, while site visits can help understanding the situation of the whole area.
Speaking of Hong Kong International Airport's energy-saving measure, its windows are designed to attract more sunlight. The sensor can even adjust the light intensity, which means reduce reliance on lighting devices. Furthermore, in 2015, the installation of 100,000 LED lights is complete, and they can save electricity of 18.2 million kilowatt-hour. How much is it? It is more than the total electricity consumption of 3,700 families for the whole year. Compared to base level in 2008, Hong Kong International Airport recorded a 17.9% reduction in carbon intensity last year. This year, Hong Kong International Airport further improves the reduction to 22.4%. The most influential reason for this improvement is because HKIA implement the ban on auxiliary power unit, which is also known as the APU. The APU is used by most large vehicles to provide power. Even when the main engine is shut down, the APU can still operate. Generally, aircrafts use APU in order to power up the main engine. However, this process actually emits a lot of carbon gases. HKIA carried out the ban at the expense of increased usage of fixed ground power and preconditioned air system. From the figure, the total electricity consumption increases compared to last year, but the electricity consumption per passenger actually decreases. HKIA also begins to install solar panels. Renewable energy is one of the biggest features of other green airports in the world. Although HKIA is relatively slow in this field, the measures can eventually save a lot of energy, and a full-scale use of solar panels should be implemented in the future.
The proposal for the free runway system has been approved by the Executive Council, and the project will start in 2016. The whole project will require reclamation of land up to 650 hectares, which is close to half of the existing airports. The airport authority suggests deep cement mixing method will be used instead of traditional dredging for reclamation. This method can reduce the pollutants being emitted to the ocean. Deep cement mixing method is proven to be an environmental friendly way for reclamation. The problem of water pollution can be minimized by using this method. A marine park of about 2,400 hectares will also be set up to conserve the Chinese white dolphins in North Lantau Island waters. Construction works will be suspended during the peak calving season of the Chinese white dolphins. However, it may not be an effective solution. The proposed site of the marine park is located in the northern side of Chelapkot, which is still very close to the airport. For better conservation, relocating them may be a feasible method. Actually, there was a relocation of another endangered species, the Womer's tree frog, during the construction of the airport. They were relocated into 8 different sites. It was a successful move as they have survived in 7 of the sites, and you can see their current distribution. It would be better if the Chinese white dolphins can be relocated to other areas, like what has been done for the Womer's tree frogs in 20 years ago. Although they may need time to adapt to the new environment, at least they are away from the airport's disturbance. This video has covered the environmental activities of the Hong Kong International Airport in 5 aspects: water, food, energy, noise, and the construction of free runway system. We believe that the airport authority and the civil aviation department are trying very hard to operate a green airport, as they have adopted so many kinds of environmental practices. We hope that they will continue their works on protecting the environment, and we are looking forward to the bright future of the Hong Kong International Airport.